Everybody's on their feet, and they all got their money's worth tonight.
Visiting Bears Ears has been on my list for years. It is a wilderness area of canyons and mesas and red-orange sandstone in the southeast corner of Utah, south of Canyonlands National Park, and east of Lake Powell. There is a $5 day pass fee to visit some of the sites, or $10 for a week. So I went with the 7-day option because there is so much tucked away in this area.
It's pretty chilly out here in the mornings. It's below zero. The water for Nina froze overnight. I'm all out of salsa, so I'll have to use ketchup. But that's a good looking breakfast wrap right there. It's bright and early. It's before 9 a.m. on March 1st, and I'm heading down Bullet Canyon. Then I'm gonna turn the corner and head up another canyon to get out. I'm expecting around 19 to 20 kilometers in the canyon, and then I have to, because I'm making a loop, I'll have to walk a bit of road to get back to the trailhead. So about 25 kilometers today total. So it's gonna be a lot of walking, but down in the canyon, I'm excited to see some really cool ruins and sights and just beautiful southeast Utah landscape. I'm stoked. Huge overhangs. Starts to drop here. Look at that. It's like a staircase down into the canyon of sandstone. Smooth sandstone with some ice. It just keeps dropping and getting deeper. Look at that. Now we're in like a cathedral. One website said the first half of Bullet before you get to the good stuff like the perfect Kiva is a slog. This is not a slog at all. I'm loving every minute of it. You turn every corner and it's picturesque. It's so beautiful in here. I love it when these little ledges make a perfect pathway. You stay out of all of that and you cruise above it on a perfectly smooth ledge, and it's scenic and photogenic. Look at that. You're always interested because there's just navigation of rocks and the creek bed, and everything it's interesting in every aspect. Perfect Kiva is just ahead, just up there in that alcove, and we'll climb up to it and see if it lives up to its perfect name. I have a feeling it will. I will say that the perfect Kiva has a grand view. It's an amphitheater-like view. looking out over this little curve in the canyon. Gorgeous walls across the other side of the canyon there. Okay, I'm at the perfect Kiva, and the art on the walls indicates it was made by the basket maker people between 1500 BC to 750 AD. But the structure, the Kiva here, constructed during the Pueblo 2 and 3 periods from 900 to 1300 AD, so that's a gap of 150 years after the basket makers. That's when the Pueblo 2 and 3 started occupying the area for a period of 400 years. That's what archaeologists determined this site. One hole for letting the smoke out, I guess. It's facing south, so it does get quite a lot of heat in the middle of the day. Feels kind of hot up there.
Fragments of artifacts are scattered around the site, including pottery shards and corn cobs.
I like that one there. It's got some painting on it. And this one has a cool texture.
Respectful experience of the site means not touching any fragile pieces or entering any buildings.
That's definitely for grinding corn. That rock. Now this one is multi-level. There's a set of rooms built into the caves down low, and then up higher on a higher ledge there's even more building. And I don't know if that requires climbing moves to get up there. And then above that upper level are the white circles in the rock. And the middle one looks like a face because it has 2 eyes in the middle. Maybe it's the sun and the moon. Who knows? The middle one's a little bit creepy, I'll have to admit. Wow. I would say this is kind of elaborate building. I think this is what they call the jailhouse because one of the windows in the lower level has that wooden framing, has like the wooden lattice across the window, like a jailhouse. I don't know if it was an actual jailhouse or, it just looks like a jailhouse window, so it got that moniker. The jailhouse also has these white handprints with the white line art painted on the black sooty ceiling. $12 or so handprints, white. Little foundation wall there. That's the view of a few granaries high up on that ledge. Looks gnarly just to get up there. Just a wild location for a structure. What is going on with these clouds? Wow, this is a trench. Flash floods in here would be gnarly. I've just completed Bullet Canyon to the confluence with Grand Gulch, and I've turned a right. Now I'm heading up Grand Gulch, and shortly I'll turn right again to go up into Sheiks Canyon, or Sheiks. Someone's gonna correct me on that pronunciation, but not a speck of water in Grand Gulch. Everything's dry as a bone. Good thing I brought 2 liters. Look at this section of the Grand Gulch. It's like steps. I wonder what it's like when the flash floods pour over here and it's a raging waterfall. Right now, it's just dry steps. Definitely looks like stacked rocks up there. Look at that. Right there, that's a doorway. Right there. Right next to that hole is this beautiful basket maker art. Dang. Looks like it was put up there yesterday. This is almost like a scene out of Plato's Cave, where you have a light shadow play projection on the wall. Whatever pigment they were using, really good stuff to last this long on the wall. Like, it's clear as day, their art. It's this reddish brown ochre color, some of it kind of more orange. Super impressive that it lasted this long. There's handprints. I'm not going to touch anything. Proper etiquette around these historical sites, these artifacts, is to not touch anything, not get too close. So I'm just going to admire from a distance. What a panel in this beautiful alcove. And next door, nearby, should be the famous green mask. So I'm at the site of the very famous green mask. And there it is. It's not too big. It's like hand-sized, but it's way up there. And the first question you ask is like, how did they get that way up there? Or maybe these rocks that I'm standing on used to be attached to the wall and there was a ledge to stand on. It's green. Green, yellow with like kind of like red hair behind the mask. Red ochre hair. And I've never seen green or yellow used in a petroglyph or a pictograph yet. Very unique, one of a kind. I don't think there's too many other green mask art out there. As a snack, I've never had one of these before. I'm gonna try the Owyhee Idaho Spud, the candy bar that makes Idaho famous. And I know I'm in Utah, but I did paddle the Owyhee River last May, and it was a great time. And I hope this is a great snack. It looks like this. It looks like a coconut-covered chocolate slug. Oh, it's kind of got a soft, kind of like a nougat, kind of like a moussey interior. Dang, look at that. It's pretty good. I'm actually glad I bought it. I thought I was maybe going to get like a dicey candy bar. No, I'd have that again. That's pretty good. It's got like a light and fluffy on the inside. Yeah, I'd slam a couple of those back. Turn into Sheiks Canyon, go past the green mask site, and then you just immediately start climbing. And we gotta climb all the way back up to Cedar Mesa now, the height at which I left my vehicle. So it's gonna be climbing most of the way. Wow. Good job. Jump, jump. Yeah! Good girl. Ready? One more granary for good measure. This one actually is quite deep. It goes back under the rock quite a ways. And finally, this is Yellow House. See the wooden beams across the top of the window? And I think it's called Yellow House because of the tint of the rock in the cliffs. Kind of a yellow tint in these white overhanging cliffs above. Just soaking up this afternoon sun. It's really bright here, it's really warm. I am so parched, and that was a lot of miles on the feet. I just have to get out of this canyon. I'm almost at the end, and then walk back to the Bullet trailhead to get my vehicle. Wow, you could almost skateboard on these smooth, humpy rocks at the Sheiks Canyon trailhead. Look at it. It's like a skate park out here. Look at that. Does that not look like a skate park or a pump track to you? Okay, down Bullet, turn the corner at Grand, Gulch, whatever it's called, and then go up Sheiks. That is a very long day. My feet are absolutely worked. Adding the extra 3 miles or 4.85 kilometers to walk the road back was pretty tough on the feet. I am exhausted, and don't underestimate the boulder section coming up Sheiks as it climbs steeply. It's complex boulders and it's tough, and it adds up for a very long day, but a very cool one indeed. Feel accomplished.